General Dunford, I'd like to pursue two things. One, intelligence, and the other, modernization. In doing this, I want to get three statements in the record. To begin with, on Sunday, Kim Jong-un released a propaganda video depicting the U.S. aircraft carrier and bomber being blown up by North Korean missiles. He further threatened that a U.S. attack would see our forces, as he said, head to the grave. I've been very proud of the uniforms coming out and talking about how real the threat is. General Hyten, the Strategic Command commander, said last week that he views North Korea's ability to deliver a nuclear weapon on an ICBM as a matter of when, not if. And Defense Intelligence Agency assesses that North Korea will be able to reliably range the U.S. mainland with nuclear ICBMs by the end of 2018. Well, I remember when that 2018 was 2020 and it was 2019. I'd have to ask you how confident you are in our intelligence community's ability to monitor and detect just where they are, and how accurate you believe that end of 2018 is.
Senator, from my review of the intelligence, I think that what General Hyten said and what you just described reflects the collective judgment of the senior leadership in the department. And I think something that General Hyten said is something I've also said in public, is that whether it's 3 months or 6 months or 18 months, it is soon. And we ought to conduct ourselves as though it is just a matter of time, and a matter of a very short time before North Korea has that capability.
Yeah, and I think it's important to get in the record. Name a couple of the unique challenges in getting intelligence on North Korea that don't exist in other places.
They may exist to some degree in other places. The North Koreans over time have buried much of their capability underground, which creates unique challenges. There's also some specific weather challenges in North Korea that limits our collection at various periods of time. And to be honest with you, Senator, part of it also has been the competing demand for a limited amount of intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. Certainly over the last 18 months, we have increased our collection against North Korea, but for a long period of time we had decreased our collection against North Korea because of competing demands elsewhere in the world. So I think those are probably three of the most significant challenges we face.
That's good. And I assume you're equally concerned about their activity in trading technology, missile technology with other countries such as Iran.
Senator, we are. We've looked at that nexus quite a bit. I'm not sure we've seen any transfer of nuclear technology, but we certainly have seen missile technology and a wide range of other weapon systems that they have exported, or expertise that they have exported outside of North Korea.
Okay. On modernization, both of the Army generals, Anderson and Murray, said recently in our subcommittee, given the complex range of threats, the Army has a very short window to improve capability and capacity. Meanwhile, our adversaries are closing the capacity gap. I think you said, if I wrote it down correctly, you said if we don't have sustained funding, we'll lose our qualitative and quantitative advantage over our adversaries. I think that is accurate. And you've expressed your concern that we're getting very close on that. Is that correct?
I have, Senator, and I think this reflects both the Chinese, the Russians, and others have studied our strengths over the course now of 20 years. Yeah. They've been on a path of developing capabilities that exploit our vulnerabilities, and we know what those are, and we have a plan to correct those. But if we don't correct those, our ability to project power, for example, when the Army talks about it, our ability to project power into Europe, but then operate freely within Europe, to include to support our forces with logistics bases, sustainment efforts, is going to be challenged.
And I think your statement, along with some of the other military, some of the uniforms, are helpful to us, because the American people really don't understand the level of threat that's out there, the complexity of it, how it's not something that's happened before, and that we need to start prioritizing our military and our defense issues. One last thing, General Milley recently testified during the 18 Army posture hearing that we are now outranged and outgunned. Do you agree with that statement?
Relative to certain threats under certain conditions, I do, Senator.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Gillibrand.